Hey guys, there's something I want to talk to you guys about today, and that topic is fruit flies. You know those little bugs that fly around when you have fruit that has been ripening for a while? Yeah, those things are quite annoying and they can be a nuisance. And I've tried a number of traps to try to get that problem solved, but I think I found a really nice solution that's effective, that's reusable, that's green, and it's safe for kids, pets, and even in the workplace. So in the past, I would have a few things to put together for my trap, and that's a little bit of water, some apple cider vinegar to attract the fruit flies, a bit of dish soap, any brand would do, and of course a little Tupperware container, and where I would make holes in the lid, as you can see there. To do that, I would heat up a needle and then puncture the lid so that it's big enough for little fruit flies to get in, but you'll quickly realize once they get in, they are not intelligent enough to be able to crawl back out. So I would take the bottom of my Tupperware, I would pour in a bit of water, I would get some dish soap, pour it into my water here, and I would take the lid and kind of give it a shake. What you want to do is kind of build a bit of a lather, as you can see there. And then I take my apple cider vinegar, twist that off, and pour it into my soap base. Like so. The flies are really attracted to that fermented apple cider vinegar smell. And what will then happen is they will smell the scent through the holes on the top of the lid. They will fly in there and they will get stuck to the bubbles and the water tension and then eventually drowned. And so I did that for a bit and the results were hit or miss. It wasn't the best trap because I would catch a few here and there, but you could visibly see other flies swarming around the ripened bananas and such. There are little kids and pets around where I live, so this was kind of dangerous because I didn't want them knocking this over and having the solution spill out, or the pet like knocking it over and consuming any of this stuff here. So I stopped using that, and I'm going to show you guys what I use now. What I use now, guys, are these cool camping lights. They are USB charged and powered and can be recharged over and over and over and over again. They are more effective at nighttime as the fruit flies will be able to see it a bit better, but let me show you what I'm talking about. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my camping lights. They come in a packet of 3 usually, and so it's really helpful to have in different locations as fruit flies like to fly around all over, especially inside your house. They'll make their way into your bedroom, which was the case with me. I would kill one fruit fly and then turn on my cell phone and I see another fruit fly land on my cell phone. And that happened over and over and over. So I remembered I had these little camping lights for my car camping trips. And what's awesome about it is it comes with a hook that you can hang off a nail or off a string somewhere so it can be up in the air. Or if you want to set them down on a table, they have this flat surface so they can just sit upright on a table. And take a look here, guys. Look at how many fruit flies have met their doom inside this light. There are hundreds stuck in one of these, and I have 3 of them. So this is another one. This is not so bad. Look at this one here. You can see all those fruit flies stuck in this thing. And so what I especially like about these is, first of all, they are a flashlight first and foremost with 3 settings, 1, 2, and 3 in terms of brightness. And that's on this first button here, but on the button next to it is the bug attraction light. And this is what attracts all the fruit flies to your trap. Now, like I said, this works better at night for obvious reasons. You're able to see more of this light in the darkness, and they are attracted to this kind of light. And maybe you can even see some of the fruit flies with this light on. Just hundreds of them, look at that. And so I've been having a lot of success with these. There was a noticeable drop in the number of fruit flies that were flying around my house, and I've been just using them over and over and over again, which is really great. I remember we had an issue with fruit flies in the workplace, and people were thinking of ways to try to get rid of them, but the solution with the apple cider vinegar wouldn't have worked because it would probably be considered a hazard, whereas this is nice and neat. It can be tucked away, and there's no risk of spilling anything. So tons of fruit flies. It's been really effective, and there is a USB charging port here. I charge it every day because it has about a lifespan about 8 to 10 hours. So there's the USB port right there. And now that you guys have seen how many fruit flies are in here, you're probably wondering to yourself, well, how do I get it cleaned? Believe it or not, the inside of this light is waterproof. So what you do is you just run it under sink water, or if you have a hose, run it under a gentle setting. So I'm going to do that right now and demonstrate to you guys how to clean your little trap here. All right, I have my faucet here in which I'm going to turn it up to a high and hot setting. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to plug the drain. There's something wrong with it. It doesn't respond to it being locked up. But you're going to see a ton of dead fruit flies coming out of this thing just by rinsing it underwater. So let's see if you can see it. Oh yeah, that's pretty disgusting. And obviously I saved up a little bit more than I normally would as a demonstration on how many fruit flies these traps can gather. But you do want to clean it on a semi-regular basis. I would say maybe once a week, depending on how many you're catching. That way the light works far more efficiently without all these dead fruit flies attached to it. I think because this orange light has had the most fruit flies stuck in it, it runs out of batteries a little bit quicker than the yellow one. See that clump of fruit flies right there? Isn't that gross? Give me a thumbs up for that clump of nasty fruit flies, y'all. Hit that thumbs up button. It's free. So you guys get the idea with rinsing it out. I'm going to work a little bit on this yellow light. And, ooh, yeah, they're just falling out of here. And the ones that don't get out, for the dead fruit flies that don't get washed out from the sink water here, I'm going to take it outside and put my hose on a gentle, more gentle setting and just kind of try to wash it out. Woo. Yeah, you guys can see how many are here in the sink. You can only imagine how many went down into the sink, and these are just the ones that are happen to be on the surface. That's good enough. Making sure all my USB ports are shut. Yeah guys, these come in a packet of 3. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description so that you guys can get your own fruit fly / camping light. It's so versatile, guys. If you're ever camping and you have one of these lights also, it acts as a flashlight, and if you get a mosquito inside your tent, you could turn on the bug setting as well, and you know, it'll kill the mosquitoes. Really handy, especially when I was in Yosemite and I was car camping. You know, there's tons of mosquitoes in the summertime, and the ones that happened to get inside my vehicle, they were immediately destroyed by that light. Anyway, guys, if you guys like that video, like I said, hit that thumbs up button, man. This is really cool. I discovered it because I needed a solution to the hundreds of fruit flies I was dealing with. And, you know, it happened to work out really well. So I hope you get your own, and let me know in the comments below what other traps you have tried, and if you actually end up using this, let me know how it works for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.